Well, we now have the gears, but the review on those is going to have to wait. Still have some painting to do. So we'll keep back on project, we'll get all this stuff torn back apart, get everything masked off, get this frame shot so we can at least go out and start testing these tires, getting them balanced, and then we can test out the locker and the new gears. Get a full-on review. I want to take these guys off, but on the A1s, it gets a little bit dicey as far as where that connector, because we got the right up there behind the motor mount is where those freaking bolts are coming through. So that'll be a little interesting to try and figure out how to get in there and get those three out of there. And then the other side is even worse because it's all up behind that ABS valve. So that ought to be freaking interesting. But maybe we can take those pistons apart and then see about pulling those pistons apart, pulling all the lines out of there, and then cutting the piston in half. We'll see. Well, we managed to clean up our rat chewed infestation here, so got the battery box fixed. So we'll get that thing pulled back apart and then get some paint going. There we go. We've had a very productive day. We got the gas tank is off. We've got the hydraulic air over hydraulic control systems off. Got the lines for the cab tilt capped off. Got the tire rack pulled, and the air box is all pulled. So we're starting to mask off everything that needs to be masked off, so we don't want to get paint on, and then we can start sanding. But yeah, fun stuff. So we pulled the air over hydraulic system because we were getting the white puffs of I need a rebuild kit coming out of there. So we'll probably end up just replacing all the hydraulics there. Correction, I looked up the TMs, and it is okay to have a mist or smoke coming out of the breather on these things. It does not mean that they're actually bad. It's only if oil is pooping out. This probably isn't good. Disconnecting the front trailer, or the front tow trailer, or whatever they want to call it. Cutting the wires. That's, they just peeled right through when this is just turned to goop. Yeah, they just cut right into this thing with the zip tie. So we'll have to do some checking on that wire, because it looks like I've gotten all the way through the sheeting. And some people may be wondering why I'm replacing a lot of the wiring and stuff, because some of these connectors, I mean, just look at this. It just crumbles. So, yeah, that's got to get fixed. Can't do this one-handed. There we go. The connector inside doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look bad at all. Actually looks pretty good. So we'll cap that and clean it up. I guess it's only through the cover, not actually into the wiring. So, boy, that's just like gum. It's just coming off like goo. Interesting. I wonder if there was like, because this looks like a brand new steering pump or brand new steering box. So I wonder if they had an explosion in the steering and sprayed goop all over this stuff and softened it up. We got video evidence of Michelle actually working.
I have an itch right here.
So we're wiring up the lights on the roll cage. Shouldn't call it a roll bar. It's more of a roof rack.
It's raining about. I just go to
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you can edit all that fun part out.
Well, that's only about friggin' almost a week's worth of sanding to get this whole stupid frame done. I still have a new tool on order. I need to get a crow's foot to kind of try and get in there and get those bolts out of there, but we'll see if we can't get that thing off before we paint. Otherwise, it's just going to stay and be permanent. All right, we're going to attempt to get these guys off again. So we picked up a crowfoot wrench to see if we can get in behind that motor mount that is bolted in right there. So I can't get in there with a regular socket, and it's too much of a lip on the around the C channel to get in there with a wrench. So we'll try this. Well, that didn't work. I wonder if we just took a friggin' hacksaw and just cut the thing off at the face, and then drilled the bolts out from the backside. What a pain in the ass. But if it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. So I guess that thing's coming off one way or the other. That fell right on my foot. Oh. Yeah, that's what the inside of the piston looks like. It's a nice cutaway. Oh man, that's gonna leave a mark. Oh. Still cool. Huh. Still cool to the touch. Getting some nice chips off of it though. Oh, son. There's a pain in the butt. Screw it, it's permanent. Well, that sucks. A lot. Yeah. If you guys have any ideas on how to get that thing out, you let me know. Because I am all out of ideas. I'd say about the only thing I'm getting good at is setting this stupid portable garage up. Just wanted to show you guys how close the quarters are in here. Between the lift and the side of the truck. I got to get in there at an angle to shoot this paint. Got ourselves a little bit of a calico cat here. So I ran out of gray primer, so I had to shoot some of it with black primer. So we're gonna let this cure overnight, and then I'll come back in and shoot the thing with black paint. Once the primer dries, it'll be a lot duller than the actual paint color, so I will be able to see the difference. And I just realized I didn't prime the inside of that rail over there, so well, I guess we'll be shooting some primer tomorrow. Since I had to shoot it with black primer, I just dusted it with a little bit of the gray primer that I had left over so that I know exactly where the heck I'm going to be shooting when, because black paint over black primer, can't really tell where you're going. Well, there we have it. We got everything painted. Everything's all shot, but it ain't perfect. But, well, once we get a little dirt on there, no one will ever notice. So, all right, calling it a day. Now we've got the gas tank yet to paint, and then we've got to paint the front bumper still. But I'm going to do the gas tank in probably enamel, and then the front bumper I think I'm going to do in rhino liner or something like that. Haven't really decided yet. Might have it powder coated, but not 100% sure. So, cool. All right, well, there we go. We got paint. Thanks for joining. We'll catch you in the next one.